Okay, I'm up watching the ES tonight, and I figured that I might want to try and do a little snap look at the ES and post a video maybe once a day. That way we can follow it together. So what I want to look at here is, first I want to start on a long time frame like I like. And you can see the 200-day moving average, very strong, very bullish for years. As we all know, we've been in a bull market for a while. So every time this thing had a dip, the buyer stepped in and got it. And it happened for quite a few years. And you can see the channel here. I'll light it up. See the channel? Looks really nice. Comes through here, bottom, boom. Just an amazing, real nice run. Well, midway through this year, it tested that channel. Let's blow this up a little bit so we can see it. It tested that channel and it didn't hold up. Tested the channel, came through here, broke down, and then immediately we looked for this area. And sure enough, as soon as it got down to right around that area, I could do the tips a little bit better on this. It's just an area. But it got bought up, and then this time here, hit it again, bought it straight up. But as you look at it, it's now becoming lower highs and, yes, lower lows. So the channel has changed. Okay, there's no denying that. But with all the fear and uncertainty I see going on, I would be careful with that as well too, because keep in mind the 200-day moving average is still intact. This is a little bit of a big sell, but it's not really that big considering all the gains from all the years. If you want to look back at this thing, okay, where we are now to where we started back here, we're still up quite a ways. And I know that they said we could be entering bear territory. And on a daily, when we switch over to the daily chart, yes, on a daily I'm sure that is true. On the weekly, it has not confirmed yet. So what I want to do on the weekly is, this is the area that's really super important to me. I want to put in a alert right now. If it were to fall below this 200-day moving average here on this weekly time frame, this is huge for me. If this were to somehow get below here, yeah, the game is a game changer. Where do we look at? Let's go back and shorten the chart up and let's take a look and see, where do we look at. If it were to get below here, where do we get to? Well, boy, I'll tell you, I know nobody wants to hear this story. You know, I'm just putting up what I see. Don't shoot the messenger. I see it and I put it up, and I see all this area here. This area is big, this area is big, this is where it caught. Now, are there areas in between here? Sure there are. I would say maybe even this. This is an area of a good nice three areas here. Let's see, we've got some here, here, and here. So maybe a combination of, man, I don't even know. This looks pretty good right here, because that correlates to where my trend channel is. And then maybe down through here. I don't want to get too technical and pick it over. I just find something quickly that I see. And unfortunately, I see this. This was the first area that just popped right out at me. Okay, so is there areas here in between? Sure. But are they as strong as a support area as this? No way. This is much stronger of an area, okay, than any of this is. So I'm not trying to get too bearish on this. I'm just pointing out what I see. And right now, we're moving down. Right now, tonight, it's negative. And overnight doesn't mean a lot sometimes. We're negative 1075 right now. This is live. And so, if we break through this trend channel and through this, hold on to your pants. This could get to be a nice drop fast. See how we had this big candlestick here that dropped quick? You could see another one of those to bring it down to anywhere in this area pretty quick. So let's go look at it on a daily. And it looks a little bit different, but you're still going to see the same result. Just a little more information, tighter information anyways. And you can see right now that it's working on this area as we speak. it's working its way down to this area right now. There's no reason for me to not believe that we're not going to test this area again, probably by morning or sooner. What I'm more concerned about is this low. It says 1804, but 1800. Like I said, it's just an area. But I'm more concerned once it gets down below this trend channel that I've got here, and it gets down to around 18. I think if it gets below 18, well, look at how fast you're even in the neighborhood of 1750 to 17. I know that this area that we drew is a little bit lower, 16 and a half, 17. But there could possibly be a considerable drop to go. Look at the RSI on this thing. Didn't hold up at 40 like it did basically last time. This was oversold quick and was bought up. But people have changed their sentiment right now. And so with all the negative news and everything else, I mean, this thing could get really funny quick. So let's just go back in to see what the long-term picture is. And all the thing is you want to have your stops. You just want to be prepared. This isn't some kind of on the news. I try not to watch too much of their stuff. I watch a little bit, but I don't want to get involved in the fear-mongering or anything else that's going on. I want to just see what's unfolding in front of me. And right now, this is what I see, and it is changed. Like it or not, this pattern has changed from this big bullish run. Now it's kind of, people could even say this may be a consolidation period, a larger consolidation period. And okay, I'll buy that. This could be, if this continued in this channel, to have a nice consolidation and then ran up. That's a very, very definite possibility. This trend channel is just an idea of where it could be going to, but you have the support, which is strong here so far until proven otherwise. And so we could get a run up from here. I know that a lot of people, if we do get to this area right here, you will get a sharp spike on this. I'm pretty sure of it, because a lot of people are going to be looking for this and buy up a nice spike. So you could get, if you're day trading it or just trading for a day or two, because these are weekly candles, you could get a nice target area. You have to be quick on it. And if it dips down or spikes below this, you might be able to get a nice little a spike on this. If you're going to play the future contracts on this, you could definitely try that, because it will have a bounce from here, I guarantee it. So, but this is really getting into an important area, and I would wait to see how it develops. You want to be short here, obviously, and as long as it stays above here, or if you want to take a chance when it does get to that area to go long, that's an idea as well too. Just protect all your positions. If you have long positions or short positions, just make sure you're using money management and protect those positions as well. I like this area. I'm looking at it just really quick here. I want to put an alert just for me. If it gets above this area here, we've had a little bit of play in between this area here. If it were to get above this, might cause a nice little bullish case scenario to get back up to about 1980. So in the futures, that's a huge run there. So that's a very possible too. So you've got a lot of areas to watch. You got to be involved. You got to keep an eye on it. But you can see where this is, and things have definitely changed a little bit. So depending on what the overall markets do, keep in mind what's happening here and watch for these very critical areas to come into play and play that accordingly.